You are looking live at Rowell Arena here on the beautiful campus of Briarcrest Christian School, where tonight the Lady Saints of Briarcrest and their 16-1 record will take on the Stars of St. Agnes, who come in tonight with an 8-2 record. Hello, everybody. My name is Josh Davis. I'm being joined tonight by Graham Rowell. He'll be doing the color. Over on the computer will be Beth Rooks will be doing that for us, and over on doing the camera work tonight will be Justin Lynch. And Graham, this is ought to be an interesting game tonight here. The Saints, both teams have great records. Briarcrest comes in ranked in the number 5, and the Dandy doesn't. St. Agnes isn't ranked, but they gone 8-2, so they ought to be a tough test.
Right, and St. Agnes, like you said, they're 8-2. They have a 4-game winning streak. And they've had some good games. Had a good win at ECS, another good win versus St. Mary's. And Briarcrest is 16-1, and our last game was against Millington, and we won 47-43. And for St. Agnes, their probably standout player would be Caroline Cook, and she's a junior, and she averages about 10 points per game. And for us, it'd be Jasmine Sincor averaging 14 points, and Elise Holden averaging 11 points.
Well, and the big thing about this game tonight, of course, is that this opens division play. St. Agnes and Briarcrest are both in Division 2 AA, and so far hadn't had any division games, but this is, as they say, this game will count tonight, and so it'll be fun after this game. Of course, the Briarcrest boys team will be taking on Christian Brothers in what ought to be a great basketball game.
That one will be great, and so will this one, I believe.
And we will apologize to the folks out there for having any technical difficulties, because, Graham, you and I basically can't hear each other right now. So
that's right.
But how are you at lip reading? Good. By the way, starting tonight for St. Agnes will be Katie Connor, Abby Knight, Caroline Cook, Olivia Gattuso. You think that's right?
I believe that's right.
Okay, well, and Sarah Sneed.
Jasmine will be doing the tip-off for Briarcrest.
And they're cheering for somebody. I don't know who, but anyway, tap goes to Briarcrest, and the Saints will start off on offense. Aaron Dunseith out front. Gets it down low for three-pointer for Elise Holden, and she knocks it down, and Briarcrest takes an early 3-0 lead. That's a great way to start, Graham.
That was a good job moving the ball around to find the open player.
And the Lady Saints going to start off in this full-court press, and they really have St. Agnes. Wow, that was a long 10 seconds, but they made it across the half-court line before the violation. And so St. Agnes will now go on the offensive. Saints open up in a man-to-man defense, and it looks like the ball is thrown out of bounds, but it will stay with St. Agnes. Starting for the Saints is number 10, Dunseith. Number 24, Bailey Kramer. Number 34, Jasmine Sincor. Number 20, Rachel Pete.
Good move by Jasmine.
And I'm missing somebody. 32, Elise Holden. There we go. And she gets the ball down low to Kramer. Kramer out front to Sincor. Sincor misses the open three, and the ball bounced out of bounds and will go to the Stars of St. Agnes. So St. Agnes takes it out of bounds, and they'll work the ball up court against this zone press of the Saints. They break it much easier that time. But then the Briarcrest knocks the ball away, but they're going to call a foul on number 32, Elise Holden, as she reached in and got the St. Agnes girl on the arm. Graham, I understand from what you're telling me there's going to be a big crowd here for the boys' game.
Right. There's always a good one for Briarcrest CBHS. It's somewhat of a rivalry, and being in the same division and the two very talented teams this year, it should be a good one.
It ought to be a great one, but this is going to probably be a good one as well. St. Agnes trying to work the ball around. Briarcrest, Aaron Dunseith slaps the ball away, and it goes out of bounds. St. Agnes will keep it. Did you have students going to have a whiteout? Is that what you're telling me?
The theme is a whiteout, and I'm wearing black, so
well,
that's a mistake on my part.
There's always got to be somebody kind of a rebel in the crowd.
Right.
That's a foul on Aaron Dunseith. That will send number 10 to the line, Katie Connor for St. Agnes. Briarcrest leads 3-0. Connor knocks down the first free throw. Misses a second, and Briarcrest gets a rebound. That's Rachel Pete, and the Saints work it up the floor. Get it down low to number 32. That is Elise Holding, and they call her for traveling. So a little bit of a sloppy start right now for the Saints, Graham.
Right, but right now it looks like they're playing some good defense right now.
Yeah, you can tell this press really is bothering St. Agnes. They have been able to get it down the court both times, but they've really labored to do so. Just barely beating the 10 seconds a couple of times. But they break the press this time, get into the front court, and are going to work their offense. Working around the outside, the Saints. And excuse me 1 second, everybody.
Good move by the Saints right there, but St. Agnes recovers and the ball goes out. Well, Briarcrest just had a three-pointer, so.
I saw though while we were talking, the Saints have another three, so Briarcrest up 6-1 now, and they go right back to that St. Agnes beats that time, and we're having all kinds of problems, so we apologize. But we're trained professionals, Graham, so we can handle this stuff. Hitting St. Agnes works it on the right side, driving his ass, kicking it out.
It's hard to find an open player. There's one.
Three and throws up an air ball, but the ball is off the St. Agnes player, therefore Briarcrest will retain possession. And checking in for Briarcrest is number 15. That's Bryn Holden. She'll be checking in for number 20, Rachel Pete. Looks like Coach Smith didn't like that air ball. Maybe want to talk to Rachel about that a little bit.
So Briarcrest inbounding.
And they get the ball down low to number 24, Bailey Kramer, who turns around, puts it up, and puts it in, and the Briarcrest Saints take an 8-3 lead. And St. Agnes calls timeout, so while they take a break, we will take a break with them here on the Briarcrest Broadcast Network.
Since 1973, Briarcrest has been providing students with a well-rounded education built on a strong spiritual foundation. Some things may have changed over the last 40 years, but our commitment to a balanced education has not.
Okay, we are back. Briarcrest Broadcast Network. The game between St. Agnes and Briarcrest. The Saints leading 8-3. St. Agnes takes the ball out, and they get the ball up court, throw it away, but it'll be off of Briarcrest. Looks like Jasmine Sincor got her hand on the ball before it went out.
Briarcrest has been playing a great press defense tonight.
They are playing great. And as
there.
soon as you said it, Jasmine Sincor takes a steal. She's going to drive it all the way down. She's going to put it up, and she is going to get fouled. That foul will be on number 23, Caroline Cook. And Graham, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this and see. Because
I like that too.
My lip reading of skills are not as good as they used to be. So you're saying things, and I know you're saying things, but I don't know what you're saying. So
as long as the people at home can hear us,
that's right.
That's all we need.
However, when you say something, I would like to react to it, but
right.
Plus you may be saying something bad about me, and I wouldn't know it. So.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, good. Well, anyway, Sincor puts up the second free throw. She knocks it down, and the Briarcrest Saints take a 9-3 lead. There are 4 minutes and 46 seconds left to go, and Sincor steals the ball in the inbound. She's going to take it all the way down, and she's going to get fouled again. She is fouled by number 14. That is Abby Knight. That's her first foul on Knight. That is the team's second foul on St. Agnes. Wide open three-pointer for the Saints. Unable to make it, though. That was Bryn Holden had the wide open three. And I tell you, Graham, it may be kind of fool's gold putting up those three-pointers. It's almost like St. Agnes is saying, hey, I'll let you have those. We just don't want you to get the ball inside.
Right. And Briarcrest is back on the offensive now with Aaron Dunseith passing down to Bailey Kramer.
Gets the ball downloaded, number 15. That's Bryn Holden. Bryn is fouled. She went down hard. But it looks like she's going to be okay. Jasmine Sincor helps her up. And that was a tough foul. I'm glad to see she's able to get over that.
That was one of those falls where it's always scary.
Yep. When you're driving to the basket like that and get hit from behind, that's a lot of injuries can happen that way. But she's fine. She's going to go to the free throw line. And she's going to knock the first one down, and Briarcrest jumps out now to a 10-3 lead. That is Holden's first point of the night. And there's her second point of the night as she knocks down both free throws, and now Briarcrest jumped out to an 8-point lead. And still playing that tough zone defense, really giving St. Agnes a lot of trouble.
Yeah, the press is forcing them to get sloppy with their passes, and they're paying for it.
Yeah, the first 3 or 4 times it looked like St. Agnes handled it fairly well, but you could still tell it was bothering them. Now, they handled it well that time, get the ball right down the court. Downloaded number 33, who puts a kind of an awkward shot up and wasn't able to make it, so Briarcrest gets it, and Jasmine Sincor is going to come the other way. Right to the bucket, missed the layup, though. Good rebound by Briarcrest, unable to make it. Puts it back up, unable to make it, and the ball's going to be off St. Agnes. Wow. Graham, that's got to be frustrating when you keep missing those easy buckets.
Right, but on the bright side, our rebounding is great.
Absolutely. That'll get your rebounding. That's how you get a double-double right there. You just keep putting your putbacks. And Briarcrest tries to throw the ball in, but St. Agnes is right there to slap it back out of bounds. St. Agnes making a couple of substitutions, getting some fresh players in the game. They've gone to a 2-3 zone defense. Finally, the Saints get the ball in. Going to put up another three and going to miss it again. And once again, there's a fight for the rebound, but it's saved in by St. Agnes. And number 10 for St. Agnes, Katie Connors, is going to bring it down the court. St. Agnes is going to try their hand at a three, and nice rebound that time by Elise Holden. Jasmine Sincor drives, puts it up, looked like she's fouled. They didn't call it. Pete gets the ball and puts it back in. Or excuse me, Kaylin Parks, I'm sorry. You love to see them get those rebound putbacks.
Right. Looks like St. Agnes found a hole in Briarcrest's defense.
Kind of reminded me on that putback of Zach Randolph that time. So St. Agnes scores to cut the lead to 8. Briarcrest Lady Saints leading 13-5. Working the ball around the outside of that zone. Going to get a wide open shot for number 15, Bryn Holden. And Bryn Holden knocks it down. And the Saints up to a 10-point lead. That is 4 points now for Holden.
St. Agnes trying to find something now.
Yeah, and they're having a tough time getting off any good shots, although they got a nice look that time at the free throw line. Unable to make it, though, so Briarcrest will work the ball down the court.
Holden with the ball. Got it, Aaron.
Gets it over to Sincor. Sincor's been kind of a little bit quiet in the early going. Gets it down to Park. Park puts it up, unable to make it. And St. Agnes grabs the rebound. They can't do it now. They're having trouble. Dunseth come down and going to play some good defense. But St. Agnes breaks it and gets it down the court.
Good move by Jasmine right there to try to steal the ball.
Yeah, and there goes Park. Wow, that's about her third or fourth rebound. She's only been in the game a couple of minutes. She gets it over to Dunseith. Dunseth, Sincor, she got fouled. Ref didn't call it. So the Saints are going to continue to work it around the outside of that zone. And that time, number 15, Bryn Holden had the open shot, but wasn't open for long, and St. Agnes is able to get the block. And Briarcrest is making wholesale changes here.
It's about 1 minute, 58 seconds left, and Briarcrest has a 15-5 lead in the first quarter.
So number 20, Rachel Pete is checked in for Briarcrest. 22, Catherine Newman also in the game. Pete is going to have a wide open three, but she missed the last one. She's not going to take it this time. Newman with the ball. Swings it across over there to number 25. That is not on my roster. We need to find out who that is, Graham. We don't have 25 on the roster. Okay.
JB?
But anyway, can't everything be perfect, you know.
Nah. Not much has gone perfect so far.
Rachel Pete knocks down the first free throw. That gives Briarcrest an 11-point lead, 16-5. And she knocks down the second, and Briarcrest Lady Saints off to a big lead. St. Agnes breaks the press, but kind of an awkward dribble down the court. Didn't look real sure of herself, and Rachel Pete jumps in, almost steals the ball.
Aggressive playing.
Ooh. And Newman gets the steal, and she's going to aggressively get the ball up court very quickly. And she's going to set up the offense for the Lady Saints. Ball batted, but to no avail. Tell you, Graham, the St. Agnes girls are really packing that zone in. They're going to just challenge well, but the Saints get it inside there, and extra pass out to Holden. Holden gets it back out to Newman. Newman has control of the ball, but now they're coming out a little further, but earlier they were really packing that zone in.
Newman was showing some great moves, too.
Oh, nice pass. Oh, my goodness. I guess the ref decided he's just not going to call it fouls.
They played pretty physical so far on both sides.
That was the clear foul. He did not call it, but Saints still have a 12-point lead with 28 seconds left to go in the first period. Oh, nice steal by Newman. She is going to, and St. Agnes did a good job of getting back, keeping her from driving all over the bucket. Wide open three, and she missed it, but rebound for Briarcrest. Bailey Kramer, and she puts it back up, puts it back in, and Briarcrest is now leading by 14 points, 19-5, with 4 seconds left to go. St. Agnes will have to do something quick if they're going to do it. They put it up right before the buzzer, missed the shot. So at the end of the first quarter, it is the Briarcrest Lady Saints 19, the Stars of St. Agnes 5. We are going to take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
Since 1973, Briarcrest has been providing students with a well-rounded education built on a strong spiritual foundation. Some things may have changed over the last 40 years, but our commitment to a balanced education has not.
Okay, we are back with Briarcrest Lady Saints basketball. The second quarter is about to start. Briarcrest leading 19-5. And Graham, we solved the mystery. And we apologize to the Smith family if they're listening. But number 25 is Sydney Smith.
There we go. She's listed as number 12. But
that's right. But, you know, being broadcast journalists we are, we should have figured that out.
That's true.
Unfortunately.
I should have done some investigating.
That's right. Well, we did at the break and found out, So anyway, Briarcrest with a 14-point lead just starting here the second period. St. Agnes has the ball. St. Agnes really having trouble getting any kind of decent shots off against this Briarcrest St. Lady Saint defense.
Good passing, though.
Yeah, well, they're passing around the number 10 for the Stars. Katie Connor drives down low and is fouled on the drive. That foul is going to be on number 22, Catherine Newman. And St. Agnes misses the first free throw. That is Katie Connor at the line, and the score remains Briarcrest 19, St. Agnes 5. So, Graham, you know, there's a nice crowd here for the ladies' game. We're expecting a bigger crowd for the boys' game. Do you expect there'll be a lot of taunting between the student sections?
Oh yes. CBHS has a pretty good student section, and so does Briarcrest. And they always come up with clever chants.
I'm looking forward to that. You might have to be a correspondent for us down there and then come up and tell us what some of the chants are.
It'll be a good atmosphere.
All right. Going to the line for Briarcrest, number 24, Bailey Kramer. She got fouled down low, and she's going to get a couple of free throws here. Knocks the first one down. 5 points for Kramer. Saints expand the lead back to 14 points, 20-6. Makes the second one. She's got a great form at the free throw line, Graham. I've noticed that in the ladies' game, fundamentals like that, they tend to be a little better than the boys sometimes.
Right. Well, most of the ladies don't always dunk whenever they're in the paint, like some of the guys. So fundamentals are not more important, but.
Well, I have to ask Coach Smith about this one time, and I asked him. I said, "What's the difference between coaching boys and girls?" He said, "Girls are real eager to please, and boys not necessarily are. Therefore, the girls kind of do a lot of things more fundamental, like a coach teaches them, and boys sometimes are a little more stubborn and have to be
they have their own style.
Sit on the bench for a few games until they start doing what they're supposed to, stuff like that." So, anyway, Briarcrest leading 21-6. There's 7 minutes to go here in the second period. St. Agnes is going to jack up a 3, and they're going to miss it. And the rebound bounces off between 2 players. They're going to call that out on Briarcrest. And now the Saints are coming back with 4 substitutions coming into the game. That's been kind of the way Coach Smith played it. He put in, I think, 4 substitutions both times.
St. Agnes. Oh, wow.
Goodness. I was about to say, Graham, that was either a great block or a foul, and they called it a foul. So going to the line for St. Agnes will be number 33, Olivia Gattuso. But before that, there's going to be a timeout, and we will take a break here on the Briarcrest Broadcast Network.
Since 1973, Briarcrest has been providing students with a well-rounded education built on a strong spiritual foundation. Some things may have changed over the last 40 years, but our commitment to a balanced education has not.
Okay, we are back here on the Briarcrest Broadcast Network. The game between Briarcrest and St. Agnes. Briarcrest leading 21-6 with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the second period. At the line for St. Agnes is Olivia Gattuso with that was a 2-shot foul. Everybody in the building except for the one ref thought it was 1-1, so she'll get a second shot after missing the first one. And she misses both of them.
Good rebound by Sincor.
Yeah, Sincor really been a little quiet offensively, but she's doing some other stuff, playing great defense, getting rebounds. Dunseth with the 3-pointer, rims out, but a good rebound by Briarcrest. Puts it back up and puts it in. That's Elise Holden. And let's see, coming in tonight, Graham, Holden averaging 11 a point. She's already got 8 tonight.
Briarcrest has a 23-6 lead.
And look to expand that lead now, and that's incredible, actually. That a foul's not called, but well, it gave Jasmine Sincor opportunity to up her block totals.
That was an aggressive block.
And a missed 3-pointer, and Briarcrest gets the rebound. 32, Elise Holden gets it. She quickly gets the ball down court to Sydney Smith. And Smith gets it back out, and here's Dunseys with another open 3. She puts it up. She's unable to make it. Sincor with the rebound, misses the putback, gets the rebound and puts it back up and in. And I tell you one thing, Graham, the refs are not going to call a foul when Jasmine's got the ball out on Blaine. she got knocked around pretty good that time. That was incredible just a minute ago they didn't call. But, I guess I ought to just announce and quit trying to referee. What do you think?
It's whatever.
You like it both?
I like both ways.
I got you. So anyway, St. Agnes still trying to figure out this man-to-man defense from the Lady Saints. Going to put up another 3. And they're going to miss it. Got the rebound, though. Put it back up, get the rebound again, and Briarcrest going to be called for the foul. Looks like that foul is going to be on number 32. That's Elise Holden. Actually, that foul was called on number 34, Sincor. That is her first personal foul. And St. Agnes knocks the first free throw down. For the first time tonight, Gabby Salazar will be checking in the game. I enjoy watching Gabby play. She's a small in stature, but she gets out there and gets after it.
Right, and she can drain a three-pointer.
Yeah, she can. She's a good shooter. So Dunseith with the ball out front, gets it out front to Sincor, back to Dunseith.
Gabby's wide open right now.
And they try to get it down low. They're able to, but then the defense collapsed. And it looks like the ball is going to be off of Elise Holden and out of bounds, and St. Agnes ball. Briarcrest leading 25-7. There are 5 minutes and 4 seconds left to go till halftime. So St. Agnes working the ball up court. Once again, that zone defense is really giving them a lot of trouble, but they break it. It seems like every time I say that, they break it. Maybe I should just stop saying it.
You're jinxing it.
That's right. So St. Agnes, Gabby Salazar playing defense, playing tough defense. And they're still working around the perimeter, just not having a whole lot of success getting it down low. They tried to that time throw the ball down low, and it looks like it went off the hand of Bailey Kramer, so it'll be St. Agnes basketball.
I'm just surprised the Saints have held them to under 10 for so long.
Yeah, and I mean, St. Agnes, they've only played 10 games, so it's hard to get a read on them, but they had a good record and had beat a few good teams, but really no match for the Saints so far here tonight. That's going to be a kicked ball by St. Agnes, so Briarcrest will get the ball back. Jasmine Sincor is going to take it out down low. She throws it into Salazar. Thought about the three, turned it down. Now Gabby thought about the three. He's not going to shoot it. Oh, and yeah, Sincor took an extra step that time trying to, it looks like, Graham, the Lady Saints, that Coach Smith wants them to really work on getting the ball inside, but it's just kind of tough when they're playing that zone defense.
They're so packed in there.
I suspect we'll see some of that on Austin Nichols tonight, too.
Most likely.
That's pretty much what everybody does. And a wild shot thrown up there by St. Agnes, but the ball, was that an assist to herself, maybe?
Maybe an alley-oop to herself.
That was number 44, Sarah Sneed, who made that basket after missing the first attempt. So 25-9, Briarcrest leading. And the ball batted. Oh, nice pass by Salazar down low to Bailey Kramer. Hey, that's a beautiful pass by Salazar.
Great.
I talked to her dad before the game. He was fired up about it.
Oh, he's always fired up.
Absolutely. And St. Agnes is going to put up another three, and I tell you, the Stars of St. Agnes have put up a bunch of threes, and I don't believe they made a one. But you know what they say, just if at first you don't succeed, try again, so they keep trying it. Now Sincor is going to try a three. She's going to miss it. A nice rebound by Kramer, and they're going to call a foul. Looks like it's going to be on St. Agnes, and it will be. That's on number 23, Caroline Cook, her second personal foul. Like the sixth team foul on St. Agnes. And we are going to have a timeout, so we will take a break, and we'll be back right after this on the Briarcrest Broadcast Network.
Since 1973, Briarcrest has been providing students with a well-rounded education built on a strong spiritual foundation. Some things may have changed over the last 40 years, but our commitment to a balanced education has not.
Okay, we are back watching Lady Saints basketball here on the Briarcrest Network. Lady Saints are handling the Stars from St. Agnes right now 27-9. There are 3 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the second period. Josh Davis along with Graham Rowell bringing you the action. And tried, and boy, the Saints, Lady Saints are really, really, really determined to get that ball inside.
Man, it seems like the whole game they've been trying, but St. Agnes had pretty good zone defense.
Well, I tell you, I guess when you've got the big lead, like, well, this time, though, the Saints going to put up a three-pointer by Elise Holden. She was unable to make it. And St. Agnes grabs a rebound, going to dribble around, and they look like they're going to be able to get the ball across, and they do. Now Jasmine Sincor just steals the ball, just takes it away from her. Gets it down court to Dunseith. Dunseith to Salazar. Salazar puts it up and unable to make it, and then there's going to be a foul on number 32, Elise Holden. That will be her second foul. And it looked like that time, Graham, that Gabby was so wide open, she got a little too anxious and just really didn't set her feet, just kind of threw the ball up.
So we'll see if St. Agnes can get their point total to double digits now.
That should be a 1 plus a penalty. That's the 8th team foul on Briarcrest. And makes the first one. Looks like number 12, Wallace Jenkins, is shooting the free throws for St. Agnes. Second up. And bounces around and goes in. So now the Stars have cut that big Briarcrest lead to 16, but Gabby Salazar puts up a three and misses it badly. And so actually it's 15-point lead, 27-12 for Briarcrest. So St. Agnes is making a little bit of a run, trying to get back in the ball game. Thought about the three, didn't take it, drives it, and going to call a blocking foul that time on Kaylin Parks. And I see that it looks like most of the students, though, have followed through with the white out there, Graham.
Yeah, they're passing out white pom-poms, which
I see that.
is new.
Yeah. I'm counting on you now in the boys' game, though, to go get us some correspondent reports on some of the cheers going back and forth. Never mind, I'm just... Okay, and there's a free throw knocked down. I tell you, number 12, Wallace Jenkins, is a good free throw shooter. We may need to foul somebody else.
That's true.
Lead has been cut to 14. 27-13, Briarcrest leading, and she makes all. That's 4 in a row free throws made by Jenkins, and that cuts the lead to 13. Briarcrest gets the ball weighted down court. Ball put up by number 25, Sydney Smith. And again, and I think this is why Coach Smith didn't want them to fall into shooting those threes, is because you can let teams back in the game if you're not able to make them.
You get in the habit of whenever you're at the three-point line, just letting it fly.
And a lot of times, you know, those three-pointers bounce way out on the floor, and your rebounding advantage you have, you lose because you boxed out, but the box out didn't do any good. So St. Agnes now comes down and makes another basket, and now has cut the lead all the way to 11 points. It's 27-16. Another three-pointer put up by Briarcrest, missed again, but this time Dunseith tried to grab the rebound, but unfortunately ball went out of bounds, and St. Agnes is going to take it out. And wow, Graham, they're going to be able to cut the lead to single digits here if they make a bucket here.
It's been a good run so far for them.
Yeah, very good run. Done mostly from the free throw line.
1 minute and 28 seconds left.
So St. Agnes looking around. Good defense there by Sydney Smith. They put it up. They miss it. Smith grabs the rebound, and she's going to get it down the floor very quickly for Briarcrest. St. Agnes gets back down low to Pete. Pete takes it down, puts it up, misses it. Grabs the rebound, gets the ball out. Briarcrest gets the ball, but it looks like it's going to be tied up, and it will be. And the possession error, though, will stay with Briarcrest. Coach Smith is going to put Jasmine Sincor back in the game in the next break. And another three-point by Smith. And wow, went all the way in, came all the way back out, and just what we talked about, the long rebound goes to St. Agnes.
That's a good shot, though.
It was a good shot. I mean, it's a shot you really got to take if they just give it to you. And then Briarcrest is able, though, to play good defense, get the rebound. Dunseith down the court. Ball down low. There you go. That's number 24, Bailey Kramer, and that's what we've been looking for. Saints with a 13-point lead, 29-16, and looks like Aaron got a little greedy that time, reached in and got the foul call. That's her second foul. Cook at the line, and I tell you one thing St. Agnes can do is make their free throws.
Yeah, they made most of them.
Well, that's where most of their points have come from, really. They're down 29-17, down 12 points, but man, a majority of the points they've scored have been from the free throw line. That one goes in and out, and almost stole the ball there, but Aaron Dunseth gets the ball, is going to bring it down court, gets it over to Jasmine. Jasmine will drive the lane, put it up, and knock it in. Wow.
So 15 seconds left. Briarcrest 31, St. Agnes 17.
So St. Agnes will probably try to get the last shot here. 7 seconds to go. 6, 4, and they're going to jack up a 3, and they're going to miss it. Saints get the rebound, and that'll be the end of the first half with the Briarcrest Lady Saints leading the Stars from St. Agnes 31-17. Okay, halftime is over, and we are back on the Briarcrest Broadcast Network. It is halftime of the game between the Briarcrest Lady Saints and the Stars of St. Agnes Academy. Briarcrest is leading 31-17, and Graham, actually 14 points is a big lead, but the Lady Saints said it stretched out to around 20 at times in the first half.
It was a lot more, but St. Agnes had a good run there, mainly brought on by the amount of times they're at the foul line.
Right, yeah, the Saints started fouling a little bit there, and St. Agnes was able to knock their free throws down. I tell you, though, Graham, if Briarcrest finds a range from the three-point line, this one will get ugly pretty quick.
Right.
But, of course, you could say that about St. Agnes because they put up a bunch of threes themselves and haven't been able to make one yet. So St. Agnes will take the ball out first. 31-17, the Lady Saints leading. Just getting started here in the second half. Briarcrest trying to extend their record to 17-1. St. Agnes trying to go to currently 8-2, trying to go to 9-2. They make a nice pass down low, but unable to make the shot, and Jasmine Sincor grabs the rebound. It's going to take it all the way down the court, going to get it over to Erin Dunseith, and she throws the ball, so they're going to work it around, and now Erin's got the shot, going to put up a long two, and she's going to make it. Hey, man. So Dunseith knocks down the shot for a two-pointer, and that gives the Lady Saints a 33-17 lead with 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go. And there, the Lady Saints step in and steal the ball. That's number 32, Elise Holden, gets it over to Sincor. Oh, nice pass, but Pete unable to hold it, but she finally does get it, then throws the ball away, and St. Agnes gets it and is going to come back the other way. And Erin Dunseith once again steps in front of the pass, going to take it down, going to go all the way. But Graham looked like she tried to stop too quick and took some extra steps.
Yeah, but that was a good effort there by the Saints.
Yeah, great effort. Got a little bit too far under the basket and tried to stop all of a sudden and just was unable to hold her feet. Big crowd already filing in here for this game, and then, of course, the boys' game later against CBHS, and St. Agnes drives the ball, and they're going to call a foul on Briarcrest. That's on Erin Dunseith. That is her third, and that could be a little bit of a problem there, Graham. Third foul on Dunseith.
Catherine Newman, Sydney Smith, and Elise Holden will come in now, so we'll see what they can do.
Well, I'm sure Catherine will come in and play point guard, and now I'm not an expert. Well, there two go out, but when three people come in and only one goes out, that could be an issue.
Problem.
Yep. But two other Saints went out, so we're in good shape. And St. Agnes misses that free throw, and then they're fighting for the rebound. The ball goes off. St. Agnes will be Briarcrest basketball. The Saints are leading 33-18 with 6 minutes and 41 seconds to go here in the third period. And are you surprised to see St. Agnes come out in a full court press?
Well, they've got a little bit of a run going, so it actually doesn't surprise me.
Well, and they come out in it, and Briarcrest promptly turns the ball over. So at least that time it worked. So Catherine Newman on defense here. The Saints are going to stick with their man-to-man defense. They've been playing that the whole way. Nice move that time by the St. Agnes girl. Unable to make the shot, but the rebound is grabbed down there by number 33. That's Olivia Gattuso, and she is fouled. And kind of a little bit of an uneven start here for the Lady Saints.
It's not looking good so far.
But the Saints are leading 33-17 with 6 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the third period. And when St. Agnes continues their excellent free throw shooting, that's Gattuso. That's Gattuso's third point of the game. And there's her fourth. That cuts the Lady Saint lead to 14. And here's that full court press again. Newman going to bring it down the court. She gets it over to Bryn Holden, who gets it. Now Jasmine Sincor getting triple team, and she gets rid of the ball, gets it down to Newman. Newman, nice fake, gets it to Sincor. Sincor down low to Smith. Smith drives in and is fouled. And I really like the way, Graham, the way that the Saints worked the ball around that time.
Yeah, it was good all around by everyone out there.
Well, there was a couple opportunities to take okay shots, but they kept working until they got the really good shot. Smith goes to the line, and she knocks down the first free throw. That's her first point of the evening. And she just gets the ball and shoots it. And I made them both.
If it works, it works.
Well, you know, most really good free throw shooters are that way. They just grab it and shoot it. It's usually the ones that struggle that sit around and go through a bunch of movement. And Shaquille O'Neal went through a lot of movement. Let's put it that way. St. Agnes got the ball, going to jack up a long two, unable to make it, but it looks like they're going to grab the rebound. But wow. Number 15, Brent Holden, made a beautiful play, and that was one of the quicker jump balls I think I've ever seen. It really looked like she stole the ball. But as I say, I'm not the ref, so the Saints easily this time break that press, get it down to Holden, and she tried to pass it over to Smith. St. Agnes jumped in front of that pass, so knocked it out of bounds. Will be Briarcrest ball. Saints leading by 16, 35-19 here in the third period. Sincor's going to drive all the way, going to put it up, miss the shot, but they're going to call a foul out on the floor against St. Agnes.
And it looks like the Eads Empire student section is passing out train whistles.
Say that again?
Looks like they're passing out train whistles.
So this not being able to wear headphones could be a problem in the second game.
Maybe it could get loud.
Yep. But for now, it's not. Oh, Newman had a wide open shot and really got a little indecisive. You know what I had a coach tell me one time?
What?
Said, indecision is worse than the wrong decision. Said sometimes you get away with the wrong decision, but you never get away with indecision.
It's better. Something's better than nothing usually.
That's another way of putting it. So right now, though, St. Agnes is trying to find something offensively. But they're getting nothing. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay. But they're going to drive it to the basket, put it up, and once again, Briarcrest fouls. That is the third team foul already on Briarcrest, and it looks like so a little younger Saints football team over here is coming out in mass to cheer on the Saints tonight.
I'm not sure what grade that is, but they're here.
They're here. And I was looking at that and forgot to watch the game, so I didn't see what happened. But
I don't think she made it.
Going to get another shot. That's one of the few times St. Agnes has missed a free throw tonight. Misses a second one, and Saints hold on to that 16-point lead. Sincor, who has been a little silent offensively, but she won't be silent that time, drags it all the way in, knocks it down, and that'll be her 7th point of the night as the Saints open up an 18-point lead. And it seems like every time I say something, the opposite happens. And St. Agnes is going to call a timeout. And we're going to keep it here, though, Graham, because I want to ask you what do you see in this second ball game tonight? Big game between CBHS and Briarcrest. What do you see happening?
Well, CBHS is a pretty fast team, and they're really good shooters. So, but I think that as usual, if Alston has his game going in the post down low, it'll open up a lot of other players to have opportunities on the outside. But I think it's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be a blowout for either side.
Well, both teams are ranked in the top 12 in the Dandy Dozen in the commercial appeal. Both are the highest-ranked private schools in the city. And it's a division game. So the team that wins it will obviously have a huge advantage as far as winning the division this year. So big ball game right here, right after the first of the year. So St. Agnes takes the ball back out. They are down by 18 with 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the third period. And they throw the ball away. Sincor gets it. Jasmine's going to get the ball down very quickly. Throws it over to Smith. Smith unable to hold that pass that time. Seemed like Jasmine just a little pass was in there a little quicker than Smith anticipated. So Newman on defense for the Saints. And ball is stolen by number 15, Brent Holden. She's going to take it all the way, going to drive down, going to put it up, but she is fouled by Abby Knight of the Stars of St. Agnes. So now Holden will go to the line with 2 shots. Bryn has 4 points on the evening. And she still has 4 points. Andy Bramlett will be joining me for the boys game later on tonight. We had to fight to keep him away. He was supposed to go somewhere else, but canceled all his plans and is going to be here for the ball game tonight. So that'll be St. Agnes ball.
The money kept me here.
Yeah, the pay, right? Right. So anyway, St. Agnes trying to get the ball down court against this Briarcrest press. And Graham, really in the second half, the Saints hadn't been pressing that hard. And St. Agnes had a lot of success breaking it. So St. Agnes working the ball around, driving it low. Ball bounces and Saints make the steal. Get the ball down court to Elise Holden. Elise is going to try to drive. She spin move, puts it up, and misses the shot, but she will go back to the free throw line. And I tell you, coaches love to see that, but they also want to see their team knock the free throws down. Lady Saints missed their last 2 free throws.
37-19 Briarcrest right now. Now 38-19.
Noticing Russ Lawrence seems to be trying to make sure that everybody has a white pom-pom.
They want it to be as loud and as supportive of the Saints as possible in here.
And the second free throw goes around and around and around and finally goes down for Elise Holden. Elise now has 10 points on the evening. Saints bring a couple reserves in. St. Agnes will try to work the ball down the court. And they are going to call a full timeout. And so what we will do, they are going to take a timeout. We'll take one along with them on the Briarcrest Broadcast Network. Okay, we are back on the air here at Rowell Arena, the game between the Briarcrest Lady Saints and the Stars of St. Agnes Academy. The Lady Saints are leading by 20, 39-19, with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the third period. Lady Saints on defense, and St. Agnes has really had trouble getting the ball down low, but that nice drive that time, unable to make the shot though. Rebound by Smith, and she gets it to Sincor. Sincor down the court to Holden. Holden's going to drive. She's going to put it up, and she's going to score. Wow. And Holden's having a great game, Graham.
12 points.
See, her average coming into tonight was 11, so she's already gotten her average. Saints steal the ball again. Holden bringing it down court again. Going to drive again. Going to put it up, and she's going to score again. Wow. It's like a replay. We could just hit the replay button on that. So St. Agnes has fallen behind 43-19 now, and they are really, really in a bad way. Having trouble with the Saints defense. Going to put up a 3. Going to miss it. Wow, Elise Holden's playing like a lady possessed right now. Oh, nice. Well, made a nice drive, but kind of lost her footing there. Smith did, unable to get the shot down. And here comes St. Agnes the other direction, and Olivia Gattuso knocks it down. So the Lady Saints will come back on offense, working the ball around the perimeter. Nice pass down to Smith. She drives, shot up, shot blocked and out of bounds, and it'll be Briarcrest basketball off of St. Agnes. Number 21, Julianne Bryson, is going to check in for Briarcrest. Bryson is a sophomore, 5'5" guard. Down low, put up. Oh, unable to make the shot. That's Holden again, but unable. Yeah, at least Holden. Finally, they call the foul, though, Graham. Holden, that's 14 points. She's going back to the line. I don't know what her career high is, but I bet she's getting close to it. Misses that free throw, though. It seems like I'm bad at jinxing people tonight.
Bad luck.
I hope I don't make any Briarcrest parents mad at me with that.
Oh, no. You should be all right.
Okay, good. Holden puts up the second shot. Got great form at the line, but unfortunately unable to make that one either. Saints still lead 43-21 with 1:55 to go here in the third period. And St. Agnes, and finally, Graham, they made a three-pointer.
Finally.
They put up a bunch.
1 minute, 39 seconds left.
Newman tries to get the ball down low. She does get the ball down low to Bailey Kramer, but St. Agnes slaps it away. And they're going to come down the other way. And Gattuso puts up an kind of an easy shot, but she was unable to make it. And then Lady Saints get the rebound. And I guess we see there, Lise Holden's not perfect. She traveled with the basketball.
Other than that, she's been pretty good.
She's having a great game. Steps into a three-pointer, unable to make that one, and Holden gets the rebound again. I mean, she's just having a
she's everywhere.
Huge game. Gets the ball down to Bryson. Bryson dribbling around, trying to find an opening. Going to take it under the basket. Gets it out to Pete. Pete to Salazar. Down to Holden. Drives and misses it, but is going to get to go back to the foul line. Boy, it's going to be interesting to see after the game what her rebound numbers are. Now let me ask this, Graham. It's 55 seconds to go. The Saints leading by 20. If you're Coach Lee Smith, when do you start emptying the bench?
At 50.
You would wait 5 seconds. I'm going to make a prediction. I think he's going to wait till the fourth quarter.
I'm at 50 points.
50. I thought you meant 50 seconds.
Oh, no, 50 points.
So you're one that likes to maybe run the score up a little bit.
Hey, you got to win.
Well, there's a 22-point lead. Well, you can win by 30. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So if you're up by 30, you try to stretch out to 50, or?
Yeah.
I guess your coaching philosophy is you can never have too big of a lead, right?
True.
I got you.
That's very true.
St. Agnes misses a shot, but unfortunately for Briarcrest, ball is tapped out by Bailey Kramer, so St. Agnes will get the ball back. Briarcrest looks to be changing their defense up a little bit here for one of the few times tonight playing the zone, but they just zoned the inbounds pass, come out of it into a man-to-man, and Bryson. Now let me ask you about that. Somebody diving for the ball, and when they get it, slides an inch or two. I see that in the NBA all the time. They don't call it, but they call it here. What do you think about that?
I think it's just different refs.
Well, I've always wondered why a high school girls team is held to higher standards than an NBA player making $20 million a year, but that's just me. The Saints get the ball down low to number 24, Bailey Kramer, and she puts the shot up, and she is fouled. And now she will go to the line for Briarcrest. 14 seconds left to go here in the third period. Shot knocked down there by number 24, Bailey Kramer. And Kramer has 11 points, so that's two different Saints in double digits. We probably, Graham, don't say that very often when Jasmine Sincor isn't one of them.
That's true, but overall she's had a pretty good game.
Had a great game, a lot of good rebounds, good defense. Just hadn't really looked for their shot, hadn't had to look for a shot much tonight. So St. Agnes continues to work the ball down the court. And they will let the third period run out. The Briarcrest Lady Saints are leading 47-26. We are going to take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
Since 1973, Briarcrest has been providing students with a well-rounded education built on a strong spiritual foundation. Some things may have changed over the last 40 years, but our commitment to a balanced education has not.
Okay, we are back. It is quarter number 4 here in the game between the Briarcrest Lady Saints and the Stars of St. Agnes Academy. The Lady Saints have jumped out to a 21-point lead. They are leading 47-26, and the fourth quarter is underway. St. Agnes has the ball, and they will work it against this very tough Briarcrest defense. Been very stingy tonight. And Graham, it looks like Coach Smith may have your same philosophy. He's still got most of the starters out there, or most of the players that play a lot anyway out there. In St. Agnes, that was number 22, Nicole Mabry, who knocked that shot down. And Jasmine Sincor is going to tell, nice pass by Sincor. Gets it down to Julianne Bryson, and that was an easy shot for Bryson. It's always nice to have somebody like Sincor who can pass the ball that can see the floor like that. So Sincor will bring it down the court. Salazar kind of trapped in the corner, but she tried to get the ball away, but St. Agnes slapped it, and it's going to turn the ball over. Wow. Big time block that time by Jasmine Sincor on number 1, Amanda Landy of the Stars.
Starting to get crowded.
Yeah, it is. Really crowded. I'm seeing a few faces here I hadn't seen in a while, too.
Yeah.
Nice three-point shot that time by the Stars. Cuts the lead to 18. Briarcrest leading 49-31. Jasmine Sincor gets it down to Parks. Kaylin Parks. Kaylin goes up and does not make the shot, but she is fouled and will go to the line for 2 shots. So Newman and Holden check in for Briarcrest. Parks knocks down both free throws and opens that lead back up to 20 points, 51-31. Still playing that tough man-to-man defense the Lady Saints are, and Jasmine Sincor steals the ball again. She's going to take it all the way, going to lay it up, and she missed the layup. But Lise Holding gets a rebound, puts it up, puts it in, and she will go to the line. And that's 18 points now for Lise Holding.
(53-31) Briarcrest with 6 minutes, 13 seconds left in the game. You think St. Agnes is going to make another run?
Do I think St. Agnes will give it a run? No. That's just blunt, to the point answer. However, they are running it down the court now. Ball is slapped away there by Briarcrest. Who else but Holden? And she puts it up, and they're going to call traveling on her that time. Frankly, that was a little bit of a mercy call. I think it could have easily been a foul as well. But I guess when you're up by 23 points, the refs start giving the benefit of the doubt.
Might as well.
And Graham, some people might think that Coach Smith is running the score up or whatever, but really the Saints only have 12 players over there on the bench, and he's played 11, I think, of the night. So he's really just been rotating everybody in and out most of the whole game. So you're right. There's one or two players over there that hadn't made it in, but I'm sure they'll get in soon. You surprised to see how much point guard Sincor's played tonight?
No, she plays pretty much every position, honestly. She can play anywhere.
Nice pass down low to Bryn Holden, and she knocks a shot down, and Briarcrest jumps out now to a 56-33 lead with 5 minutes to go here in the game. St. Agnes working. Whoa, my goodness. I'm just glad the girl got up from that. And drives and stolen, and the ball kicked. The ref doesn't call anything, and then there's going to be a foul called on Kaylin Parks. Now I want to ask you this, Graham. Over there on the Christian Brothers side, there's somebody in purple fatigues. Do you think that's like an intimidation ploy?
It's not very intimidating, but.
Well, now I wasn't asking whether it was intimidating. I'm asking if you think that's a ploy to try to be intimidating.
I think it's the student section leader. It's like, I don't know.
I mean, they're wearing purple, which is understandable. That's their colors. But the purple fatigue with the purple like army hat type thing. I mean,
I've seen guys wear banana suits before, so.
So yeah. It seemed like that was some sort of intimidation ploy. I agree with you. I mean, it's not intimidating, but just because it's not doesn't mean it's not an attempt. So Newman has the ball stolen, and let's watch this. I could smell that one coming, Graham.
She had her in her sights.
Yeah.
Is that 3? That has to be.
Yeah. 3, yeah. And maybe Rachel Pete makes a nice steal, gets it over to Sincor.
Now she's fired up.
Gets it down to Newman. Newman back out to Sincor. Sincor back out to Newman. Smith puts up a long 2, misses it, and the ball goes out of bounds. And with 4 minutes straight up to go, Briarcrest is leading at 56-34 over the Stars of St. Agnes Academy. And St. Agnes is going to call timeout. And while they call timeout, we are going to take a break here on the Briarcrest Network.
Since 1973, Briarcrest has been providing students with a well-rounded education built on a strong spiritual foundation. Some things may have changed over the last 40 years, but our commitment to a balanced education has not.
Okay, we're back here on the Briarcrest Network. You're watching Lady Saints basketball. The Lady Saints, who are 16-1 on the season, look like they're going to be 17-1 here in about another 3 minutes and 50 seconds, playing the Stars from St. Agnes Academy. St. Agnes came in tonight with an 8-2 record. They will be 8-3 in another 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
I don't know. They may have a comeback.
Well, it would be one of the great comebacks of the
sports
millennium, ever. Now, with the new construction going on here at Briarcrest, caused a problem over the weekend in which the Lady Saints locker room flooded.
Oh, wow.
Now, something like that could happen. A flood could cause this game to turn.
It'd have to be a miracle.
It would have to be a natural disaster, I think, of that type. But anyway, St. Agnes still working hard. They've got a good, disciplined team. They play the game right. There's just not enough talent to play with the Lady Saints.
They're just outmatched.
And on that particular play, though, number 15, Bryn Holden, steps in and gets a blocking foul. That is the 5th team foul on Briarcrest. St. Agnes puts up another 3. They miss it. Nice rebound, though, by the Lady Stars. Put up another shot.
It has to be a long game for St. Agnes.
Do what?
It must be a long game for St. Agnes.
Yes. With all the fouls, this has just been a long game.
It really has.
Period, paragraph. It's long for everybody. So Bailey Kramer is going to check in for Briarcrest. Sincor and Pete come out, which means somebody else came in for Briarcrest. I didn't see it was up. It looks like number 25, Sydney Smith, also checked in. Another three-pointer for St. Agnes. Missed it again. Newman grabs the rebound, and she'll take it the other way. Tries to get the ball down low, but unfortunately threw it away, and here comes St. Agnes the other direction. St. Agnes driving, the good pass, gets it down low, puts it up, puts it in. And that cuts the lead to 20, and Coach Smith is going to call a timeout. And why don't we stick here with it because, like you said, we got a big crowd. Looks like the Lady Saints are going to get some new players in. Big game tonight. You also got MUS is going against St. Benedict again tonight. How do you see the division turning out this year? Who do you think's got the edge?
The two best teams?
Yeah.
Probably the ones here tonight, Briarcrest and CBHS.
And so with that being said, that means that tonight's game will be, obviously one team will have the edge in the tiebreaker right away. Of course, if CBHS could come here on Briarcrest on Briarcrest's home floor and get the win, it'd be a huge thing for them. So Saints need to really hold serve here tonight on their home floor.
They do. And I think they'll hold.
What kind of strategy you think Christian Brothers is going to throw at the Saints? They're going to pack a zone in and try to keep the ball away from Austin?
They're going to force everyone else but Austin to do something.
So it'll be up to the other Saints players to step up, knock down some threes possibly, and pull Christian Brothers out of that zone, and then the Saints will be able to get the ball down to Austin. But as far as this game's concerned, St. Agnes has the ball. They're trailing by 20, 56-36. We've got a minute 57 left to go. Number 23, Lindsay Taylor, has checked in for Briarcrest for the first time. So to the line for St. Agnes there is number 10. That's Katie Connor. Katie misses the first free throw. I tell you what, Graham, if people keep piling in here, this place might get full.
Yeah.
It's getting close to it right now.
The student section's almost all the way to the top.
There's still a decent amount of seats over on the Christian Brothers side, but over here on the Briarcrest side, and people are steadily filing in, there's not many seats left. Briarcrest has a 19-point lead in this game, 56-37, with a minute 36 left to go. St. Agnes bringing it down the court. And they're working around the perimeter, trying to get the ball inside without much success right now. Kaylin Parks doing a great job of kind of clogging that middle up. Finally do get a nice shot off, but unable to make it, and the rebound is brought down by number 23, Lindsay Taylor. Lindsay is a junior 5'6" forward, just checked in a few minutes ago. Gabby Salazar dribbles around the perimeter. Ball down low to Pete. Pete goes up, and a 3-second violation called by the referee. Less than a minute to go now. There's 53.5 seconds to go. And Briarcrest leading 56-37. Girl just took 3 steps. They didn't call it. And Aaron Dunsey steals the ball, so it doesn't make any difference. Gets the ball down court over to number 12. That's
Hannah Steele.
Yeah. Who got that shot off?
Hannah Steele.
Oh, okay. That's another one that's not on the roster either. So we're gonna have to get a new roster. We are.
Ours is somewhat flawed.
Yes. I bet Miss Wright over there will probably have a good freshman for us by the next game.
Oh, good steal by Gabby.
Yep. Too bad she was unable to get the ball and go down and sort of put an exclamation mark on this game. But the Lady Saints will win this one, leading Bright now by 21 points with 12 seconds left to go. The Lady Saints will go to 17-1 on the season. That is quite a gaudy record. And just running the clock out here, St. Agnes puts it up. This is it, and that's going to be the ball game with the Lady Saints of Briarcrest winning this one, going to 17-1 on the season, 58-37 over the Stars of St. Agnes Academy. Graham, I enjoyed doing the game with you. Any final thoughts?
It was a great game, and Briarcrest just outplayed them.
Briarcrest outplayed them. So what we're going to do, we are going to take a break. And then Andy Bramlett now will be back with the boys game here in about 15-20 minutes. So for now, so long, everybody.